Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? It's Monday. Yep, it's Monday. Can't sugarcoat it. The only thing that makes me feel a little bit better about Monday mornings is that it only happens once a week. Same amount of time, same frequency as Saturdays. But man, they're so far apart. I'll tell you, the weekend just flew by, but it was a good one. Now it's Monday morning and whoa, man, I'm sweating in my place. Had to turn off the air conditioner so I could record this pocket dump deconstruction for you. And as soon as it went off, the sweat started pouring. So let's see. Let's see if I can do this without getting cooked, huh? It's Monday, July 25th, 2016 as I record this. I always give the date because we do this every single day. Yes. Monday through Sunday. Saturday through Sunday or Monday, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. Saturday through Friday. We do it every single day, holidays, and every other day. Whenever I put something in my pocket, I throw it on the desk, rearrange it like I did with this one today on this Monday. Took a couple of pictures of it. I'm going to post those pictures at Keith Kevin Ken. That's my Instagram address, at Keith Kevin Ken, between noon and 2. But right now, I turned my iPhone 6s Plus from photo to video, and now we're going to do the video deconstruction of that pocket dump right now for you guys. So let's do this. This is literally what I'm going to put in my pockets as I run out the door for work. It's 9:15. And yes, I'm going to be late as usual. So let's do this. The watch is my manual Rolex that I love. All the fancy watches, and I don't show all of them because I don't wear all of them on a daily basis. You guys pretty much have seen my rotation. If you've seen any of the over 170 pocket dump deconstructions I have on my playlist, you'll pretty much get all my regular rotation. I would give up all those before I gave up this simple manual Rolex. It's just perfect. It's light, it's simple, you throw it on your wrist. And guess what? When it winds down, you turn a little dial right there, and you're good to go forever. The cigar today is Trinidad, just a nice classic Cuban cigar. Trinidad has a big history in Cuba, but a better history of me sitting down and smoking. I have a lot of Monte Cristo and Trinidad's were some of the first Cuban cigars that I've tried, and some of the first that I put in a humidor and let age. So I have some old Trinidad's that I just love that are in my humidor. I just love them. Schoen pen, this time it's the brass pen. You guys know how much I love my Schoen pens. Today we're doing brand. We're doing brand. We're not. We're doing blended Scotch, and this is one of my real thin. What? Mont Blanc wallet. The coin, man, it's a little one. Let's see if I can put some shade on it. Well, you guys might have to trust me. This is the 2012 Australian Year of the Dragon coin. And the reason it's so freaking small is that it's thick. It's still 1 ounce, but it's these special ones that are kind of thick on the side. That's my good luck coin for today. I always carry a good luck silver coin. Yeah, it's Monday. So this is another version of my comfort food. I'm not sure I carried this in a while. I've got to start looking back on those pocket dump deconstructions, but I went right to the case. And honestly, I was sidetracked by one knife, which we'll talk about as the knife that got away. But this is the one that I wanted. This is the carry that I wanted. So let's talk about it. I needed to put some color into the carry. So this came at the end, and this is my Spyderco tag knife. This is really the original. There are 3 TAG knives, and they are collaborations between Spyderco and Serge Pachenko. They're called TAG knives because they're the same size as a dog tag. That's titanium. This is aluminum, the blue part. It's a slip joint knife, which means it's a non-locking knife. But it does have a spring, as you heard. But as you can see, non-locking. Pretty easy to handle though. Just put your finger in the Spidey hole and it'll stop everything. It's wonderful to wear around your neck like a dog tag. I put it on my keychain. Very handy knife. I'll tell you, this sheep's foot is wonderful. I love that it's a blasted knife. It hides all kinds of blasted blade. I really love it because it hides all kinds of little scratches and stuff. S30V steel. Yeah, they didn't skimp on the materials. S30V steel. That's a 1.2-inch blade right there. It's just nice. Like I said, you want to lock it, put your finger right there. It's almost better than a lock. It's just real nice and handy. Oh man, I really like this. That's the tag. The reason they work with Serge Pachenko is Serge Pachenko has done some great little knives like the tag knife, the coin knife. Check him out at his website. Man, he's a creative maker. Every time, what I like about him too is on Instagram. You can follow him on Instagram as well. He will actually say, okay, I have a bunch of these coin knives. Go to my website and buy. Very democratic in that way. I like that about a custom maker. Of course, as my luck has it, a lot of times he does that. I don't have money, so I missed out on some wonderful coin knives just recently. But I do own one of his knives. I want to own more. Very good knife maker. That is the Spyderco Serge Pachenko tag. Spyderco tag. And it does add some color. Okay, here's the pair that I'm carrying, and I love this pair. If you've been following me for a while, watching my videos, you probably know the story of this. These are the Spyderco Sebenza 21, small 21, large 21, riddled. And it's riddled because they look like they've been hit by some gunshots. Is that cool or what? I really love it. Yes, these are Sebenza 21, so it has all that great craftsmanship. It has a 2.9-inch blade on the small Sebenza 21, a 3.6-inch blade on the large. The reason I really love this right here, this knife is the smoothest. If you can say anything is smoothest from a Chris Reeve knife, because they're all pretty smooth. And the reason is this is my first ever Chris Reeve knife. Bought it from Amazon.com because I thought that was the only place you could buy knives. Didn't know about all the websites and everything. Oh, so that's my first knife, and I just love it. Here's the great thing about the riddled knives. Because of the riddled part of it, where it looks all cool, like knives have hit you. I love that they're all raggedy. I also love that gray, that silver inside of it. It's just really well done. I also like it because those holes go all the way through. You see the blade right there? So it lightens up your Sebenza. I really like that. It really lightens it up on the show side. It not only looks cool, but it makes it lighter. Really nice. This again, the Chris Reeve Sebenza riddled small Sebenza 21. That came later in my collection, and of course this is the first one, 3.6-inch. S35 VN steel on both of those, because that's how that's how Chris Reeve rolls these days. I can't even tell you what I was thinking about when I said Rick. If I did, I'd have to bleep it. This is Chris Reeve's. Oh man, it really is beautiful, and I love. You know, a lot of custom makers put holes in their show sides. And Chris Reeve did it too. He made it riddled with gun holes. Lightens up that show side. Everything else is titanium. And of course, that Chris Reeve integral lock and the clip. I just feel more comfortable when I just pair up my Chris Reeves. Just like there are a couple of pairings from Spyderco that just makes me feel perfect. Okay, one of them is a Sage. Sage 2 with anything. Okay, but that is it. That's the pocket dump. That's what I'm carrying to start my week. That's what I'm putting all my hopes in to make me feel good to get through this workday of a brand new week. Please thumb this up if you enjoy the daily pocket dump deconstructions. Every single day we go through 3 knives, minimal, usually 4 or more. That, once it was all purdy, is what I will post on Instagram around noonish or 1ish or 2ish time. But of course, this ain't Instagram. Let's talk about the knife that got away. Oh, I love my Pittata. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk? I surely wouldn't have. That one of my favorite knives from this epic release year for Spyderco 2016 would be their entry into the Ethnic series. And I tell you, look how it just falls. This Pittata is unbelievable. If you're not familiar with the Spyderco Ethnic series, this is how it works. One of the master knife makers, in this case, Sal himself, Sal Glasser, the owner of Spyderco, took on the project. They pick a knife that from a region around the world that has been a standard. In this case, in Sardinia, an independent region in Italy. It's the second largest island in the Mediterranean. And they had this traditional folding knife that they use for years. Usually with the Ethnic series, they're knives that have been used for hundreds of years. Sometimes they're fixed knives, sometimes they're friction folders. What Spyderco does is take that traditional knife and rebuild it using the most modern methods at hand. So the handle is this wonderful, smooth G10. I'll tell you, if you haven't picked up a Pittata, if you have a knife friend that can loan you one, or if you're by a knife store, pick it up and feel this G10. It's some of the best smooth G10 I've ever felt. Black G10, just really wonderful. Stainless steel liners. I love that they included on this pretty big knife the wire clip from Spyderco, which is just perfect. The steel N690 steel, I love, you have that clip point blade right there. N690 steel is really good, really retains the edge, real nice. And then along with that clip point right there, look at that point. It's not too thin that you can't use it. Of course, you're not going to pry with it. And then they have that belly. That belly really helps you if you want to use this as a EDC knife. The blade is 3.9 inches long. It's a long blade, but it's so thin. Man, it slips into your pocket, especially with that wonderful clip. It just slips into your pocket. Just nice. And hello. Yes, it's nice. It's beautiful. It's thin. Man, it has that wonderful history. It's smooth as silk, like butter. Butter. It really is smooth like butter. But look at that profile of that blade. Oh, it's tactical, buddy. Look at that. Yeah, the belly gives you something to work with when you're doing EDC tasks, but look at that. Look at that tip. Whew. Yeah, I really love the Patata. I loved it so much that I did a separate video. It's on my channel, this channel you're watching right now. Go check it out. It's a love story to the Patata from me to this knife. It just shocked me. You know, I love the Ethnic series. I collect all the Ethnic knives from Spyderco because of the wonderful, unique shapes and the history behind it. And also, they're made by these wonderful knife makers like Sao. These older knife makers, these legends. But man, usually it doesn't rock me as much as this one. By the way, they've had some wonderful Ethnic knives. Don't get me wrong. But this is just wonderful. It's the Patata, the Spyderco Patata. If you like big knives, I say this is a long knife because it's so thin. It's just a nice knife. It can do a lot for you, including protect you. That's the Patata. Look at the size compared to that Chris Reeves Sebenza 21. And that, my friends, the knife that got away. Thank you very much for watching. It's Monday. Please thumb this up. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Once we do that, I'm going to show you all my Ethnic collection. It's every single knife that Spyderco has put in its Ethnic series over the years. And then I'll throw in all the other Spydercos that I have, including the fixed blades. I'm saying around 400. We're going to do a Spyderco Palooza as soon as we hit 1,000. So you guys, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope yours is wonderful. You have to stay cool if you're in the U.S. I know here on the East Coast, it is burning up. I'm sure throughout the state it is. You guys keep cool and also have a perfect day. I'm really hoping that for you. A perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Find a little bit of fun throughout this Monday, okay? Goodbye.